Welcome to another episode of the Billionaire Blueprint, where we talk about all things finance and investing. Today, we're going to be discussing the dark side of retirement accounts and pensions, the times when they have been exploited by institutions and governments. Despite how personal finance YouTubers shill it as the best thing since bread in the world of finance, things are rarely what they seem on the surface. First of all, let's define what we mean by exploitation. In this context, exploitation refers to the act of using something to one's own advantage, often in a way that is unfair or dishonest. Now, you might be thinking, how could anyone exploit a retirement account or pension? They're meant to be a secure way to save for the future. Unfortunately, there have been several instances where retirement accounts and pensions have been exploited by institutions. One example is the Enron scandal in 2001. Enron, a company that was once one of the largest energy corporations in the world, collapsed due to widespread corporate fraud. As a result, thousands of employees lost their retirement savings, which were tied up in the company's 401k plan. Another example is the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy in 2008. Lehman Brothers, an investment bank, filed for bankruptcy during the global financial crisis. This led to the loss of billions of dollars in retirement savings for employees and investors. But these are just a couple of recent examples. There have been many other instances of the retirement account and pension exploitation throughout history. For example, in the 1980s, there was the savings and loan crisis, which resulted in the failure of hundreds of savings and loan institutions. This led to the loss of billions of dollars in retirement savings for individuals and businesses. In the 1930s, there was the Ponzi scheme, which was one of the first and most infamous examples of a retirement account scam. Charles Ponzi promised investors outrageous returns on their investments, but he was simply using money from new investors to pay off old investors, rather than investing it in any legitimate venture. This scheme eventually collapsed, resulting in the loss of millions of dollars for investors. These are just a few examples, but they illustrate the risks associated with retirement accounts and pensions. It's important to remember that these types of investments are not foolproof, and they can be affected by economic downturns, corporate mismanagement, and outright fraud. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Diversify your risk in alternative assets such as specialized life insurance contracts, real estate investments, and high-earning skills valuable in any market. We discussed how to build a business with $0 in a previous video. Link will be available in the corner. Be sure to not miss future secret tips to upping your financial strategies by subscribing and hitting the bell icon. It's also important to carefully research any investment you're considering, including retirement accounts and pensions. Look for red flags such as high fees, lack of transparency, or a history of mismanagement. Oftentimes people who sign up for 401ks through their employers don't know it's being kept or any of the fees and stipulations attached. They lure you in with match programs marketed as free money and low risk, and if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. In conclusion, retirement accounts and pensions can be a valuable part of your overall financial plan, but they are not without risks. It's important to be aware of the potential for exploitation and to take steps to protect yourself. Don't think like everyone else if you truly want to be exceptional in finance. That is all for today. You have successfully downloaded a piece of the Billionaire Blueprint. Until next time.